When I first found the house on Marrow Hill, I thought it was abandoned. The windows were intact, but filmed over with dust, like cataracts. Wind stirred dead leaves against the porch posts. The mailbox leaned forward at an unnatural angle, as if bowing. A crooked wooden sign still hung beside the door, its lettering nearly worn away by decades of rain. I assumed it had once been some kind of retreat center, or maybe a commune. There were no nearby neighbors, no road signs pointing toward it. The forest swallowed sound. Even the birds seemed to avoid the place. I was working on a series about derelict spiritual compounds across the Midwest, places where faith had rotted into something malignant. Most were harmless curiosities. This one felt different the moment my foot crossed the property line. The air thickened. My ears rang faintly, as though I'd stepped into high altitude. The front door wasn't locked. Inside, the house smelled faintly of antiseptic and old incense. Rows of identical shoes lined the entryway, black slip-ons, all the same size, all facing the door like obedient sentries. A chill slid down my spine. I called out, "Hello?" My voice died quickly, smothered by carpet and distance. The walls were painted white, too white, hospital white. Every surface was spotless, preserved like a museum exhibit frozen at the moment of evacuation. In the living room, a semicircle of identical chairs faced a blank wall. Above them hung a framed poster. "You are not your body. You are not from this world. You are being called home." The words were printed in a soft, rounded font, cheerful in tone, as if meant for children. My recorder clicked on automatically. Old habit. I noticed then the faint hum, like a distant engine idling underground. I found the first journal in a drawer beneath the kitchen counter. It belonged to a woman named Marielle. Day 112. We are so close now. The signs are everywhere. The sky trembles at dusk. I can feel them listening. The teacher says our flesh is only a shell, a temporary vessel grown on a poisoned world. Soon we will be harvested. The next journal belonged to a man named Eli. They tested us again today. Blood and urine. We must remain pure for transit. No salt, no meat, no pleasure. Some still hesitate. The teacher says doubt is residue from our earth programming. Dozens more lay stacked neatly in a cabinet. Every entry became more frantic the closer it came to a date circled repeatedly in red ink. The opening. The teacher's quarters were upstairs. The room was larger than the others. Sparse. A single mattress on the floor. A desk. A standing mirror draped in cloth. On the desk, handwritten sermons. The visitors seeded this world long before humanity crawled upright. We are their descendants, trapped in stolen flesh. They will return when the sky key aligns with the great wanderer. Those who are prepared will ascend. Those who are not will be recycled. One page included a charcoal sketch of a massive celestial object trailing a glowing plume. A comet. The date beneath it matched the one circled in the journals. The humming grew louder near the basement door. It was locked. I should have left. I forced it open. The basement was colder than the rest of the house. Fluorescent lights flickered weakly overhead. Along one wall stood a row of stainless steel tables, medical tables, straps still buckled. Shelves held boxes labeled with neat handwriting, sedatives, syringes, disinfectant uniforms. At the far end of the room stood a camera on a tripod, aimed at a single chair. Beside it lay a stack of folded black garments. I unfolded one. A black tunic, black pants, black sneakers, a patch stitched over the chest. Transit crew. My stomach turned. On the wall behind the chair was a symbol painted in dried brown-red pigment, a spiral intersected by a vertical line. Blood. I found the VHS tape inside a labeled envelope. Final message: do not interrupt. The old TV in the common room still worked. The tape began with static. Then a man appeared on screen. Bald, pale, dressed in the same black uniform. He smiled gently. "My beloved family," he said, "tonight we shed our husks." The camera panned. Behind him sat 23 people in identical outfits, hands folded calmly in their laps. Some were crying silently. Some were smiling. "Our visitors are here," he continued. "They ride the wanderer's tale. They have waited patiently for us to wake up." A woman raised her hand. "What about our families?" "They are not ready," the teacher said softly. "Their programming is too deep. They will be repurposed when the next cycle begins." The camera cut. Now it showed the basement. People lay strapped to tables. A man in gloves injected a clear liquid into a woman's arm. She whispered, "I'm ready." Her eyes fluttered shut. One by one, they went still. The teacher knelt beside each body, touching their foreheads. "Return to the source," he murmured. The last shot showed the chair beneath the blood symbol. The teacher sat in it, smiled at the camera, then lifted a blade. The tape ended. I checked my phone. No signal. The time, 11:48 p.m., the date. The same one circled in every journal. Outside, the sky had darkened unnaturally fast. The humming deepened. The air vibrated. I stepped onto the porch. The forest had gone silent. Then I saw it. A streak of light tearing across the heavens. Not a meteor. Too slow. Too deliberate. The light flared brighter. The ground trembled. The humming resolved into a chorus of voices, whispering just beyond the edge of hearing. I backed into the house. The lights flickered. The mirror upstairs shattered. The symbol in the basement began to glow faintly red. And then, footsteps. Above me. Slow. Bare. One after another. Dozens of them. Coming down the stairs. They filled the hallway. 23 figures. Pale. Bald. Wearing black tunics. Their eyes were empty. Their skin is waxy and faintly translucent. Their feet didn't quite touch the floor. The teacher stepped forward. He looked exactly like he did on the tape, untouched by time. "You are late," he said gently, "but you're here now." My mouth wouldn't work. "They are here," he whispered. "Our visitors. They will take us home." The house shook. The ceiling cracked. A blinding white glow poured through the windows. "You are still in your shell," he said, pitying. "You don't have to stay behind." He held out his hand. Behind him, the others opened their mouths and screamed. Not in pain, in hunger. If this story kept you watching, like the video and subscribe for more true-style horror like this.